I believe that I'm really qualified to speak about this topic because number one, I work with several agencies, and number two, I used to own a video editing agency. First off, I just like to say agencies, they don't give a shit about you. Literally all my agencies I work with do not give a shit about any of the editors. Since I know behind the scenes of agencies, they're literally paying you 30% of the revenue. So basically a client pays them $1,000, they pocket $700 at minimum. They probably want to pocket more. Usually some agencies, they pocket like $800 and they pay you the rest like 20-30%, which is like insane. You want to be a video editor, you want to be this freelancer who's in control of your own destiny. So why are you working for people that basically is the same as a 9-to-5 corporate setting where they just pocket the majority of the money and they literally don't give a shit about you? It's fine to pocket money, it's just how business works. So I just like to talk about two experiences in two separate agencies I was working for. One is about like 4 to 5 months ago, and the other was pretty recent. It was like over a month ago. It could be 2 months. I just want to talk about those experiences and just like emphasize my point of why agencies do not give a shit about you and why you should leave them. Okay, so I was working this agency around like 4 to 5 months ago, and they were one of the, they call themselves one of the like the bigger agencies where like, it's not like super big, but they were getting a lot of revenue, and they had about like, I think they had like 4 to 6 editors under them, and they employed me because like they saw my work was good and they're interested in my work. And they were paying higher than the average agency, which is super sad to say. They were paying me about $25 to about $35 per short. This was when I was editing short form. While they were giving me the orientation, it was like super long orientation. It was like 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours worth of videos I need to watch, which was insane. But it was pretty systemized, it was very corporate. While they were showing me around like the Notion page and stuff like that, they were like, okay, they had a page where all the editors dropped their finalized product of the edit, and they were like super basic edits of like short form. And my client, who was one of the agency owners, was telling me like, yo, our editors were making full-time income with us. They're earning like $800 a month. Some are earning even $1,000 a month. And mind you, they're paying $25 to $35 a short. So just imagine how many short you need to edit to just earn the $1,000 a month. And they're basically telling me like how good it was to be working with them. They were like, okay, Ben, we want you to edit a certain amount of videos per week, and we want it before Friday. So they assigned me to like a few videos. But I was quite busy at that time. I was also having 2 other clients at that time. I was also editing a long form project at the same time. So I told them beforehand that, yo, you want me to edit 3 videos before like Friday? I could only edit 2 because I have another project that that I'm working on right now. And they were very uncomfortable with that. They were like, yo, you should drop your other clients just to work with us, because we are clearly like, paying you good. You can earn a really good income per month with us, blah blah blah, drop your other clients. I knew right then that it was a super red flag when they said that, because like they clearly don't give a shit about my career path, my future, my editing journey. They only care about the work, the value I could provide just for them. I gave out the edit, and they were very high quality. Like they were basically higher quality than all the other editors that were in their team, because I actually like saw all the editors, how they edit their work, and I wanted to be the best. I want to edit better than all of them. So I made sure that I put a lot of time into my work. So I sent them the video. They said like, yo, okay, this is really good. We can because they initially pay me $25 per edit. They said we can bump you up to $35 per edit because you're clearly skilled, and we want you to be more of like a senior part of the team because your skills are good. I was like, okay, it's fine, you pay me $35 to do it, but I want to be paid more in the future. In the very near future, I want to be paid. I just want to be paid more. We were in a Zoom call, and he asked me like, how much do you want to get paid? He clearly knew deep inside he was undercharging me. And I was like, I want to be paid what I was worth. I want to be paid $50 an edit. He was trying his hardest to hold in his laughter. I could tell because we were, I could see his face on my computer screen because we were using Facecam. He was trying to hold in his laughter, and he was like, okay, I wish you all the best, Ben. Good luck on that. And jokes on him, I left the agency immediately after, so I needed 1 week with them. And the next week, I actually earned $50 an edit because I found that there was an inbound that asked me my rates. I said $50, and she was like, okay, sure, $50, it's fine with me. So from that experience, that just proves that I don't want to say all agencies, because like I've not worked with all the agencies, but it just proves that most of the agencies, or like a vast majority of them, they don't care about you. They just want to keep all the profits, and they just want to pay you like a little bit just like the smallest pie out of the profit. And I know it is why it is, because it is, after all, a business. Just knowing that you're taken advantage of just like that, especially when you want to escape the corporate world and just not get taken advantage of, and then you escape it and then you get taken advantage of like this, it's just not a good feeling. I'm telling you guys, most agencies, they don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about your career path. They don't give a shit about like your future. They might try to pretend they are, that they say, okay, you work with us longer, we'll pay you this amount, this amount, this amount. Or they might be saying, oh, you know, you could be our senior editor, you could be our content manager after a while, but they're still paying you the small fraction of the pie. They just look at you as an asset, and just an asset, not a human, to deliver value to them and the company, which is fine. As I said, it's not like evil or something, but you want to be this freelance video editor. You want to have control over your destiny, so take control. Don't get taken advantage of like this. And I just want to tell you about my second experience with an agency, which was very recently, like about like a month plus or 2 months ago. This agency contacted me. They were like, okay, we are this, we are this like very successful agency. We are one of the top agencies. We want to have you in our team. And again, they had like several editors in their team. This was a long form agency, and they asked me to edit a long form. And I said, okay. I finished the edit and I sent it back to them. Like, I put so much hours into that project because I wanted to impress them with my first project. And the owner of the agency came back to me and he was like, these are too little edits. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, you pay me $150 for this long form. It's like, and again, while they're onboarding me to the agency, they keep telling me, yo, you can make $1,000+ per month with us, blah blah blah. You look at all these other editors are making $1,000+. They're paying decently. I would say they're paying $150 per edit. So if you edit for like 9 videos or something like that, 8 videos, you get $1,000 a month, which a lot of editors will find like good. But again, I knew I was worth more. So I edited a video and they came back to me and they were like, this is too little edits. We want a lot of animations throughout the video. And guys, this is like a 15-minute video. So they want an animation like every 30 seconds. They'll pay me $150, guys. $150 for a full animation video, which was crazy. I was like, yo, you guys are paying me too little. And they were like, no, we paying you a lot of money already, so you do this, like just do it. In their mindset, they were like, we are overpaying you. But I knew they were undercharging, and I knew they were taking most of it. They're probably like charging like 300 plus or like 400 per video, and they pay me 150, and they knew that, but they tried to trick me into saying like, yo, you know, the rates are really high, like compared to the market, we're paying 150 for all this animation, this is like a really good deal. They're like trying to trick me. It would probably work on their editors, like, because the editors are probably like the newer editors. By this time, I was like 6 months into my career. I know the deal. And again, this was after my agency, so I know how it works. You know, I don't want to say it's a bad gig, because you could earn $1,000 a month just by editing 8 videos a month, like 2 videos a week for them. It's not the worst gig. You know, there are like so many people like that really take advantage more. So I wouldn't say this is like super taking advantage, but they're still taking advantage of you. So I told them, I was like, yo, like, you should charge me more. And they were like, no, we can't. We only pay $150 for all these animations. They kind of explain and say, oh, these are like super simple animations. If you go to the finance niche and you see like this kind of like smaller YouTubers, and they do like this, like, you know, those kind of like stock assets of like icons of the money pop up, like those cheap animations, or in the finance niche especially, they want those kind of edits, which are like super simple to do. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So I spent like about 10 hours editing, like adding about like 30 animations throughout the video. So it'll be like, the whole video was like filled with like these kind of like shitty animations. And I gave the video, and they were super happy with it. And I told the owner, I was like, I want to edit videos that could challenge me, that could like, you know, challenge me as an editor. I don't want to do like these shitty animations, because if you do these shitty animations and it doesn't challenge you, won't grow as an editor. Like, you won't grow. You need to challenge yourself constantly to grow your skill set. If you do the same thing over and over, use the same presets, do the same, stay with the same like stock assets, you don't create your own assets, you use the same animations, you won't grow. And the owner was like, yeah, but I don't care. Like, I just want these cheap animations because the clients like them. So I was like, okay, our visions are not aligned. So I just parted ways with the agency after one video. And this experience just reinforces my point that agencies do not care about you. I gave out concern to my client that I was scared that I couldn't grow as an editor. I couldn't grow my skill set, which they should be personally invested in. They should want me to become better, so the quality of the edits of their video will be better. But he literally did not give a shit. He's like, I want these animations like this. I don't want any change, blah, blah, blah. I know it's shitty, but the clients like it. If I continue working with them, I'll be stuck in this same low level skill set, and they do not give a shit that I couldn't grow out of that. I couldn't like break out of that. And that's why I left the agency, because I knew although it was paying, you know, good for a beginner, but it wouldn't do me good in the long run. And I'm just very lucky now that my client, hopefully he's not watching this video, but my client who's I started working with recently, he was like, Ben, if you have any video course at all that you want to take, I'll pay for it. Like, you could tell that he actually is invested in my own skill set. Like, he wouldn't be like, oh, I want Ben to stay this certain way forever, so he couldn't grow, so like he couldn't take better clients than me. So based on what I said, and you're currently in an agency, you might be like, okay, should I leave my agency? Well, it's kind of more than just a simple yes or no answer. Agencies have a place in the editing world. They have a place for beginners to learn. Not really necessary to grow, but if you're a beginner editor and you are picked up by an agency, work with them. Work with them for a while, maybe a few months. Educate yourself in learning how it's like to be working with a client, and do your best on every video. Try to be better at every single video. I know like usually agencies don't give you much creative control. They usually, at least in the agencies I was working with, they had like structured system where they're like, even down to the font, I have to use a certain font, I have to use a certain color. I couldn't have any creative control because obviously the agencies have a lot of editors and they want to output the videos all in the like almost exact same style. They don't want to be like, oh, one video is like this and the other video is like completely different style. Obviously it's like, it's a business decision, right? I understand. But because of that, you don't have much creative control over your own edits, which will hinder you as a video editor. But if you are a beginner and you don't have much skill yet, it wouldn't really matter, because like, you can learn their style, the video agency, how they edit videos, the certain style, and you can use that style to like grow until you reach a certain point, because you will probably hit the skill ceiling soon, because like these styles are usually really fucking simple. So you grow and you hit their point, then you should try to leave then, because like, what's the point in like working with them? Yes, you're earning like safe income. Getting a job is safe. Working as a clerk in an office, you're getting paid every month. It's very safe. A lot of editors that are working with agencies, they talk to me and they're like, I'm scared to leave my agencies because I don't know if I can land another client. Be the kind of editors that wants to constantly grow. So to repeat myself, agencies have a place. They are good for beginner editors to grow. If you're a beginner video editor, join an agency, learn from them, grow from them. But once you hit a certain skill point, which will be really fast, like maybe a couple of months, 3 months, 4 months, take the scary leap and try to find clients by yourself. Don't be stuck in a spot where like, oh, you know, I know they're sending me like 2 videos a week forever. This is like literally a job, guys. Literally a corporate job. If you want that, just take a job for yourself. Just do some interviews. And again, I want to say again, you want to be a freelancer. You chose to be a freelancer. You chose to be this video editor that's working from home to have control over your destiny. Don't give up control over your destiny to some people who's taking all the profits, because this is literally just like a normal business. Don't do yourself like that. You can do better. And I know it's scary. You'll be like, okay, if I leave this agency, then I don't know if I can find another client, which I still have the same fear. You know, people keep preaching this abundant mindset where you should have this abundant mindset where you can just have the mindset of like, oh, if I leave this, a client will be waiting for me because I know I can find another client. Yes, there has a lot of value into that mindset, but it's hard to actually incorporate that mindset because it's so scary leaving a client and venturing into the unknown once again. And I'm saying this also as a message to myself, because I also am scared, you know, to venture to unknown again, even though I get inbounds and stuff, but they are like low quality inbounds. They're usually agencies. Just be confident in your skill. If you're actually confident in skill, if you actually want to grow as an editor, if you actually make your own work, do practice project, improve your skills, get courses, watch tutorials on YouTube. There's so many free tutorials, so you don't even spend money. If you're very interested and very motivated to grow your own skills as an editor, you will grow as an editor and people will want you. There's a mindset that not a lot of editors have. You know, a lot of freelancers are just comfortable at just staying at there. If you want to keep growing and eventually you'll outpace them, you will be very high value and people will want you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Comment down below what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.